Hey everyone, this is Disc Junkie and today I'm here to show you an unboxing video. Truth be told, I don't really receive too many packages. Some of you might think that I get free stuff all the time, but that basically never happens. All the unboxing videos I've done in the past, that's basically all the packages I have received, because I'm very I always make an unboxing. I got in touch with this guy in Finland. His name is Pete. And his girlfriend's name is Eva, and I'm pronouncing Eva in Swedish because she's Swedish. And I think actually that Pete emailed me. I think it was in response to a video that I did where I talked about the fact that I collect the Texas Chainsaw Massacre on various formats, and that if anybody has this film in a rare version or in a version that I might not have, that they could contact me. Based on that, Pete wrote me an email saying that I found some Finnish releases that you don't have in your collection. So based on that we sort of started talking, and he basically helped me hunt down the Finnish variations that I was missing on DVD and Blu-ray and such. And I paid for these obviously, so he just was a tremendous help, and I'm really thankful. He mentioned that he would also be throwing in some VHS tapes, like surprise tapes, that don't really have anything to do with Texas Chainsaw, but he knows I'm a fan of movies and a VHS collector in general, so I'm really excited to see what that is. But yeah, let's just go ahead and open this box up, just like so. And I'm not sure if this is the top or the bottom, but I guess we'll just see. And there's a bunch of papers in here. Try to get that out first. And then there's a small envelope. Guessing there's a note inside. Yes, there is. I'm always going to be reading the note at the end of the video, so just move that aside. First up, we got the Finnish Blu-ray version. This is the 40th anniversary release. And I hope that the lighting works okay here. The first thing, he basically got all these as second-hand, or actually this was actually purchased new from a store, and it's basically the same artwork as you see in America. And here is the same edition, but on DVD. So also similar to America, which I've talked about this cover in a separate video, because it is probably the ugliest cover ever released for this film. And if you watch my other video, you will realize why that is. Alright, so some more paper here. And yeah, it's gonna be a real mess when I'm done. I'm basically like knee-deep in paper already. Next up, we got a Finnish keep case edition. He has packaged everything so well, it's all very sort of plastically sealed. I'm not sure, for the previous two, it's sort of easy to see the cover, but I think I'm actually gonna unwrap this just to show you. Alright, next one we have a 2-disc keep case. It's an older release of the movie, so it's sort of hard to find these, seeing as Finland has, I don't know what you would say, I don't see people from Finland auctioning off old releases for this film like on eBay or such, because I don't think they're generally considered as collectibles. So the people of Finland wouldn't see any particular value in this, and based on that they wouldn't really sell them. So based on that, it's sort of hard to get them. As far as the newer versions, I can sort of order these from online stores and whatnot, but getting these old ones, I have to go second hand, and then I usually would need someone in Finland to help out, so Pete and Eva definitely came through on that. Here's the Finnish steelbook version, in surprisingly great shape actually. And there's basically identical release in Sweden and Denmark. Whole of Scandinavia has this same version, but this is the Finnish pressing of that. See what else? Then we got the older version of Texas Chainsaw. I'm really amazed at the shape he was able to find these in, because the first two were purchased in a from an online store as new, because these are new releases. But these other ones, the steelbook and the keep case, and this in particular, which is an older 2-disc edition digipack, these are just, these are pretty much mint condition, which is really surprising, because, steelbooks, digipacks, it's so easy to get them damaged. So, wow, this is fantastic, just amazing work. Now I'm basically getting down to the surprise VHS tapes. I have no idea what these are, and he's actually covered up the covers by putting paper around it. Haven't got the faintest clue as to what this could be, so this is gonna be really fun. And Okay, this is... Wow, I have no idea. This is actually a Swedish release, which I wasn't aware of. So this is a movie called Born American. It's a film I've never heard of before. Hopefully you can pick that up on camera. And it's a Swedish retail version, it's not a rental. No idea what this is. Apparently stars Mike Norris, who is the son of Chuck Norris. Complete news to me, but okay, but that's in there. So let's just go ahead and dig a little further. See what the next tape might be. It's like Christmas Eve, just digging through surprise VHS tapes. Okay. Oh yeah, now I don't know much about this. This is a film called Prison. I was a bit hesitating because I think I might know, haven't seen it, but I think I might have heard about this. But I think I heard about it under a different title. But I might be mistaking it for something else. It's this seems to be a UK version, UK release, small retail clamshell. Yeah, I'm not really sure if I've seen this or not, but definitely a nice cover art and looks to be pretty cool, B-movie style. I really don't, I can't say for the quality of the films themselves because I really have no idea. But very nice. I wouldn't mind sticking this up on the shelf. And I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that this is probably a Swedish tape. I'm basing that on the yellow clamshell, which was very prominent to the Swedish, I don't know if it's a Swedish company, but the company SLT. Not 100%. Oh wow. This is... It's not Swedish and it's not from SLT. Apparently some kind of biker movie, which has an awesome cover. And it's called Iron Horseman. No idea what this is. Not sure if it's a Finnish film. It's Finnish on the back, but I can't read Finnish anyway, so definitely a Finnish release. It's from something called Capteri Video, and haven't got the faintest clue as to what this is. But love that cover art. Let me just show you that again. Seems to be almost like a black and white film that's sort of been colored in afterwards. Which I think it might be. All the screenshots on the back are in fact black and white. But wow, that is that is really fun tape. No idea what I'm expecting from that. And let's see, here is the last surprise tape in the box. I mean, and that's what's so fun about VHS and VHS hunting. I mean, this is not exactly hunting, but you know, you always seem to encounter a bunch of films which you would never have watched otherwise, that you would never even have heard about, like this. Iron Horseman. Why would I ever pick this up? I probably wouldn't know it existed. But now I have it. Bizarre movie that I will get a chance to see, and you know, that's part of why I love collecting videotapes now. And last tape in the box, it is actually one of my favorite horror films, or well, a horror film which I love really much, and this appears to be UK edition, and it is Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. As you can see here, this actually has a horizontally designed case, and I know that there's a very similar design in Sweden for this, which I can't remember if I own this or not. But regardless, an awesome film, which I actually tend to double it. I actually have several copies of this. I got one right here, for instance, American VHS version, which I just purchased, but I do have several other copies of this. So yeah, very cool. Awesome pick, because I absolutely love this movie. But that's basically it for the stuff in the box. And before we finish up here, I'm basically just gonna check what he wrote in the little note here. So, right, so he sent me a small card, which is the classic I want you for the US Army. Just gonna read what it says on this little postcard here. Greetings from Finland. Here are the Finnish TCM movies that you were missing, which is true. These are basically all. I think I own all the Finnish releases of Texas Chainsaw now, as far as I can tell. And these were sort of like the missing pieces of that lineup. So once again, awesome that you could help me out with this. It's a very cool gesture. So yeah, here are the Finnish TCM movies that you were missing. Since I know that you like VHS tapes, I decided to donate 4 of my VHS movies to you. 3 of the movies were either filmed in Finland or has a Finnish director. Okay. Your TCM collection videos on YouTube are a true inspiration for many movie collectors around the world. Keep up the good work. And then it's signed by Pete and Eva. Well, thank you, that really means a lot to me, and it's been a lot of years since I've had any kind of major following in my mind. I mean, when I made videos like a couple of years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago, when I was sort of in my prime, I hate to say that, but basically I had a lot more views back then. And after that it's sort of gone downhill, and I'm not really... I never really cared too much about views. I just make these videos for the people that stay around, and if I get like 400 or 500 views and I'm help to inspire somebody, that's just, that's basically enough for me. And it really does mean a lot to hear from people that they do appreciate it, and there are still people watching, even though the comments have definitely gone downhill. I gotta say. This was an amazing little pile. I'm so happy for these texture chainsaw ones, which I've been, looking for, but it's always hard to sort of get them all together in one haul, and then you sort of put it off because you feel that the prices are too high if you buy them individually. So absolutely amazing. Can't thank you guys enough. These Bizarro tapes are really cool. We'll definitely be displaying them proudly in my ever expanding movie shelves. But that's it for this video. Really hope you enjoyed it. Big thanks to Pete and Eva. And as usual, hope to see you all next time. Fuck, now I gotta clean this up.